Hi guys, I'm Steex Audio Video Production here at the Guitar Summit 2023 at the booth of Bourgeois. And here, as you can see, we have a lot of really interesting acoustic guitar. So let's introduce your brands, the idea behind everything.
Yeah, it's well, it all started with the legendary man behind you, the legend himself, Mr. Dana Bourgeois. He's a little bit with us. He's back home in Lewiston in Maine, and he's been in this industry working on wood and guitars since 1974.
Oh, wow.
We were so lucky that Bourgeois joined the Eastman family in 2019. So I've been personally very privileged to have been able to work with Dana every day. And then you start realizing what it is to be. You have guys like PRS or George Loudon,
yeah,
Dana Bourgeois. Those are truly original thinkers, people who have changed the industry. Dana worked for Martin, revived the OM back in the 70s, created the soloist model, the OM with a cutaway, and then started his own company, Bourgeois Guitars. They are built in Lewiston in Maine, and just to show you something, this is a one only, a custom 00 with beautiful Tasmanian black wood. If you see some strange reflections, there's a protective layer on the back.
Yeah, I can see it.
So that's because we don't want it to scratch.
Of course.
But yeah, this kind of wood, and it comes back at the head plate. And
Great.
then I really love all these herringbones and purflings. It gives it an Americana feeling, like almost Native American. It's a Carpathian spruce top.
Okay.
And everything that Dana does is perfection. So that's the whole goal. Just never cut a corner, only do what is the very, very best. And the guitars are showing.
Yeah.
So
I really like also the headstock style, and it of course reminds me just a bit the Martin style.
yeah, it's that's the thing with Dana, that he's true to the tradition of the golden age of guitar building, but he's also really redefining that golden age, because he's invented so many things. Like, for instance, the detachable neck.
Oh, okay.
A neck system he invented many years ago that is unique and gives the best, how do you say that? The best
Flexibility,
stability, and also whenever you want to do some work on your guitar, it's simple, because you can take off the neck and do the reset and make sure, so you don't have to touch the bridge. And of course, a professional needs to be doing it. Not everybody should be doing this at home.
Of course.
But that makes that you never have to shim down the bridge. So the sound is produced by having the perfect angle of the strings and the bridge. That all works together to give the best sound. So it's a truly unique thing. The finish that he created, it's not a nitro finish, but it's his own proprietary finish, and it's as close as it can be to nitro in terms of sound, in terms of looks, but it's thin, it's durable, and also
on the back, of course, it's satin.
Yeah, the satin. Sometimes that neck that I just showed is a gloss neck, but most people love the satin. It's just so much more.
It's faster.
And then, we over here we have that sheet that show you a little bit about the history. And the most important thing that Dana does is the hand voicing of the tops.
Okay.
And the hand voicing, you see him doing it there, he listens to the wood, he speaks to the wood. So we got a top, so he hand voices these tops, and he decides exactly how thick the braces should be for this specific instrument to get the best out of it. I wouldn't know how to do it, but you see,
of course,
there is sound in it. And that gives him the idea. So after a while, we decided that we should try to create an instrument, and it's called the Touchstone series. My friend Bernie here is playing one of the Touchstone series. It's a guitar series that we have designed by Dana, co-produced with Eastman. That means he does the top in Lewiston, Maine.
Okay.
He hand voices the top with his team. He does not do every top himself because then that man would not have a private life. So it's him and his team. And then the tops get vacuum sealed. They get shipped to our workshop in Beijing, where a specially trained group of luthiers finishes the guitar. And this is the result. We got, let me get this one. The OM Vintage. The Vintage is a model from Bourgeois, and this is the first one that we brought out, the Dreadnought and the OM. This is the OM, of course.
Ebony?
Ebony, always ebony bridge, ebony fingerboard, Indian rosewood back and sides, but
wonderful,
beautiful grained. And only in the last, let's say, 6 weeks, we received 2 reviews, one on guitar.com yesterday and one a couple of weeks ago in Guitarist. Both we got a 10 out of 10 on the Dread and the OM. And the final result was like, these guitars, there's no competition in that price and that value is unbelievable. We worked almost 4 years on the project, especially Dana. And since he only wants perfection, we went back and forth, and now we are at the moment where the guitars are stable, the quality is exactly every time the same where he wants it to be. So this Guitar Summit, we're launching the Country Boy, a real bluegrass cannon. Obviously this one, the Vintage, is the rosewood and Sitka. This one is mahogany back and sides with a Sitka top. So it's really what you need to get that bluegrass cannon Dreadnought sound.
Yes, resonance.
And Bernie also really knows how to play that bluegrass.
Yeah.
And we are extremely proud that it worked out and that we were able to do this, because now people can also buy a Bourgeois guitar at $29.99. That is not a cheap guitar by any means, but it's, at least with the Lewiston guitars, we realized that only 5% of all the guitar players are able to do that, because this is a $12,000 guitar, this is a $10,000 guitar. Obviously we also do a little cheaper, but it starts at $5,500.
Yeah, of course.
So that is what you have to pay for the unique quality of perfection. And this is a really good next step.
I also see a shape with a hole.
That is an Eastman guitar. So this is an Eastman guitar, but we would not have been able to make it without Dana, because it's the original body shape. It's the Soloist. And the Soloist is the OM cutaway that Dana designed for Martin back in the 70s.
Okay.
And because we are working together, I asked him, I said, hey, we want to do an OM cutaway, so can we use your design for it? And he was kind enough. So that's why the Touchstone series flow into the Eastman series, and you see the synergy between the two brands.
It's like a friendship.
It's like a friendship. It's like really learning from each other, and of course we are able to build the Touchstone guitars for Dana, and that's a huge opportunity for both of us.
Yes. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great having you here, and thank you for your time. Thank you.
You have the link in the description if you want to know more about Bourgeois guitar, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
I'm not that mandolin player.